Hi, I'm DeAndre Jeffries, and welcome to my how-to vlog. Today I'm going to be instructing you on how to install a basic deadbolt lock with a handle. First, we're going to start off with a couple of basic tools you may need. I prefer the cordless drill, but you can also use a basic Phillips screwdriver, and it also get the job done. Okay. First, you open up the locks and you list your parts accordingly, as you will see I have here. You will notice the push-in insert goes along with the door handle. It also goes along with the shorter screws that's inside of the pack. Now the deadbolt mechanism is something like this on the insert, and you will notice on one side of it, it tells you which way to point it up. And it also have the longer screws with it. Okay, so we start off first by putting in the inserts. As I said earlier, you make sure it's pointed up and you slide it in as so. Okay. You get the smaller screws, the thinner screws like this, shorter screws in the pack to go in the insert. Make sure your drill is on low speed because you don't want to strip the screws on the lock because they're kind of sensitive. Next, you take the insert to the handle. Notice and make sure that you have the direction of the smooth surface pointed towards the direction of the closing surface. You slide that into here. And the shorter screws, about this size right here, is the ones that go into the side of it. Next, you insert the handle. Make sure the lock, your key is pointed down so both of your keys can line up when you insert the lock. This piece goes on the outside. To be able to slide this in, you have to push in this part right here. So I'm going to push that in. Slide that right in. Okay. You'll notice how it looks on them sides with the holes, whatever, in the long shaft. Next, you take the back handle, slide it on, and adjust this part until it lines up with it. Then you line up the holes and you insert your screws. Now with handle screws, they're a little tricky, so just be patient. What I do is I slide the lock up just a little bit so I can see exactly where the hole's at, because it's kind of like offset because of the curve of the handle. Once you find the holes, you just gently screw them in just a little bit. You feel it lock in place, and you do the other side. Okay, you see how they're in there. You notice in there. Now once you have them lined up, the best way to do with this is to use a screwdriver. That's about the safest way, but I've been doing this for some years, so I'm going to actually use the drill for those of y'all comfortable to do it. Now the drill, you just send it in at an angle and go very slow. So it goes back some, then you go to the other side. Take that side, lift about all the way in. Then you go back to this side. Tighten it up completely. And finally, complete the other side tight. Check the handle and make sure the locks work. Yep, everything's working good with that. Next, we move up to the deadbolt. Now you will notice on the back of the deadbolt, a little short piece of steel that's sticking out right there. That's what actually turns the lock back and forth. So, whatever way the lock is, like as now, it's in. So for it to turn, it's going to turn out. So you're going to turn this completely to line up with the way the lock is. So you see it turns different ways. So our lock is in, so we're going to turn it all the way this way. Now once you got that lined up, you will notice inside of here, inside of the lock, it's a T-like surface that this slips into. This part is upright. You make sure that's in place. You keep your keyhole bottom and lined up, and you slide this right through the middle of the slot. And so, now you line this piece up right here, and you check your lock. Once the lock is in place, you hold your hand firmly on the front piece to keep your lock lined up in place. Once you got that, stick your screws in and you kind of find the holes. You feel it because you know you can't pull it out. So I screw in when I find it, can't pull that out. If for every reason you can't find the screw holes, just check the front of your lock because that means you don't have it straight. And that'll be the only time. Once completed, you tighten up the final screws. Check your locks again, and always remember to check your locks from the outside before you actually leave your house to make sure they work. Everything working. If your key doesn't turn from the inside or the outside when you check your lock, that means the insert piece on this deadbolt, you have it turned the wrong way, so you have to spin it around. Yeah. And next conclude how to install a lock by DeAndre Jeffries. Thank you for watching, and I hope this information was useful to you.